What's going on, guys? JB Woodworking here. Hey, today I've got something pretty cool. It's an open segmented bowl, and this is my first time making something like this, so bear with me. Now, I used silver maple and walnut for the segmented pieces. I thought that would look really cool. I saw some YouTube videos on these products, the stomper and this open segmented jig, and I have a 3D printer. I was like, well, I'll just make my own jig, and it actually worked out pretty well. The stomper is a guide to help keep things centered as you're putting the layers together. The website had a tutorial on how to make it yourself, so I did that as well. It's just some 1 1/4 inch PVC and an Orbit 12-inch pop-up sprinkler and some caps for the ends and things. Um, if you go to woodturnerpro.com, you'll see basically the same components I'm using here. I did also use a trial of their software, Woodturner Pro, to figure out the size of the segments and the angles to cut, which is really nice and made things easier for sure. I might buy the program. It seems a little expensive to me, but if you need help making things like this, it's probably worth it. Now, I'm planning to make something bigger, as this was kind of like a proof of concept for me to make sure I could do it. Once I get to that point, I'll do another video actually using these tools to build this open segmented bowl. It's actually a pretty cool process. There's other ways to make open segments with like indexing discs and those platform that attaches to your lathe, but I don't have those yet, so that's how I did it. I was kind of inspired to make this open segment bowl after watching a channel here on YouTube. It's Earl's Small Segment Shop. I found his channel and watched some of the things he made, and it just seemed so cool. I just had to make something. So here it is. Check it out. I hope you enjoy it. So I recently started playing around with adding music to the videos, and Apparently, a lot of you guys don't like having music in the woodworking video, and I can appreciate that. I like to hear the sound of the tools interacting with the wood. It's kind of almost like a therapeutic sound. But this section of the video was so screechy and it just sounded absolutely horrible. I was listening to it and it sounded like nails on a chalkboard, and I just couldn't stand it. So I thought maybe you guys want to sit and listen to me talk for a minute instead, so let's try that. All right, so this is another part of the video where the audio is just horrible to listen to. So I'm gonna put some music in. Don't hate me for it. Here we go. So for the finishing here, I didn't really think things through very well. Trying to put the finish on with all of the openings and the segments was a real pain. I ended up just pouring some of the finish in a small dish and submerging the bowl and spinning it around to get all of the pieces coated entirely. If you guys have any advice on how to do this better, please leave me a comment and let me know what you do. I'm really curious on what the best way is to finish a bowl like this. I think I also used too much glue, as you can see in between the segments, the open segments, a little bit of glue. I tried using a file to remove some of it, and it helped. But if you look close enough, you can see the glue, and I'd like to prevent that on the next bowl I make. All right, well, that's it for me, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I'll see you next time. Thanks again for watching.